Think you know the fashion industry? Think again. Today we're diving into the world of the most unusual models, redefining what it means to be a trendsetter. Darius Vernon. Vernon seems to have always thought highly of himself, given his collection of striking tattoos, lilting British accent, and toned abs. However, Vernon suffers from vitiligo, a skin disorder that causes his skin to lose color and leave lighter patches on his hands, lips, and other areas. As a result, he is constantly teased by others. In an interview with Barcroft TV, he said, "One day I was walking down the street and 3 girls started heckling me and saying how ugly I was." He went on, "I remember going home and soaking the pillow with tears. Some individuals really are so harsh and uneducated." But he didn't let that stop him. Leah T. Leah T, a Brazilian beauty with caramel-colored skin, long dark hair, and exquisite cheekbones, made a career choice in modeling easily apparent. Her major break came in 2010 when designer Riccardo Tisci put her in a Givenchy campaign. Following that, she had appearances in publications, including Love and Vogue Paris, before landing the role of Redken's spokesperson for hair care products. T, however, is incredibly special because she is a woman who identifies as transgender and is among the first to endorse a big company, something that astonished her due to her gender identification. She admitted, "I know working with me is not the easiest thing," in a The Cut interview. "You have a lot of controversy. Some people like it and other people hate it, and it's political." Thankfully, T doesn't hesitate to live her truth and greatest life by putting herself out there. Sabrina Carlson. There's no denying Sabrina Carlson's appearance. She has a stunning mane of red ringlets that cascades over her shoulder, a fair amount of freckles on her face, and a complexion the color of honey that would make anyone jealous. She also has long since moved on from the realm of straight-sized models and is proud of her size 12 or 14 curves, which is a great look on her. And it's clear that she's in high demand because she walks in Michael Kors presentations and makes appearances in Gap advertisements beside her darling little child. Carlson's initial transition to plus-size modeling wasn't smooth because she was worried she wouldn't be attractive enough to get hired, a worry that proved unfounded. "Working with curvaceous girls helped me realize that's exactly where I want to be," she said in an Elle interview. "So it took some time for me to accept it, to be kind to myself." Carlson wants people to understand that being plus-sized isn't a fashion statement. "This is a change that should have happened way back, and it's here to stay," she said. Shawn Ross. The National Institutes of Health states that oculocutaneous albinism is a hereditary disorder that affects a person's skin, hair, and eyesight, only occurs in 1 in 20,000 people. One of those individuals is the incredibly handsome Shawn Ross, an African-American guy with the illness, which accounts for his completely distinctive appearance. We are also quite happy that he is the first male albino to be a male international fashion model. Growing up with his handicap in a hostile world wasn't easy for Ross, so I'm glad he's succeeding now. Jillian Maro. With her groundbreaking appearance, IMG model and fit alum Jillian Maro, who has muscular dystrophy and must use a wheelchair to get around, is changing the standards for beauty. She has worked behind the scenes as a photo shoot assistant and writer for magazines, and she's appeared in advertisements for industry titans like Target and Diesel. Therefore, you may be certain that she is skilled. Maro didn't initially anticipate performing her magic on the catwalk, particularly in the role she currently holds. She wrote, "I never actually thought I would have a full-blown modeling career in a Today piece." Issey Ral. Issey Ral is stunning to look at with her large pouting lips, soulful brown eyes, and ideal slim figure. After appearing in a Playboy magazine spread, the French model went on to feature Tyson Beckford in OOB magazine. Ral collaborated with renowned fashion photographer Bruce Weber for a Barney's photo shoot. What a way to make a big debut. Ral began her gender transition at the age of 16, despite being born with a male gender assignment. She never imagined that she could fulfill her aspirations even if she is really beautiful. "I wanted to be a model but never thought I could," she recalled in an interview with Refinery 29. "Becoming a good-looking woman was already a blessing to me. Then a fashion model. It's a real Cinderella story I'm starring in. I still can't believe it." Winnie Harlow. It's likely that you have been out of Earth's orbit for a few years or have avoided social media and contact altogether if you are unaware of Winnie Harlow. Whether she's posing on America's Next Top Model, the cover of Harper's Bazaar, or Beyoncé's incredible visual album Lemonade, the Canadian-born model never fails to turn heads. Not to be forgotten, Harlow is one of the most well-known and distinctive beauties on the planet with over 6 million Instagram followers. When Harlow was ultimately chosen to walk the Victoria's Secret runway, a dream come true, she exclaimed, "It's the pinnacle of my career," in a Vogue interview. "I told anyone who asked, I want Victoria's Secret." Nastya Zydkova. It's unlikely that you will encounter someone who resembles Nastya Zhidkova in the course of a typical day. The model, who was born in Russia, has an extremely fair complexion, a white head of hair, almost translucent eyelashes and eyebrows, and unmistakably lavender blue eyes. Zhidkova and Shawn Ross, a contemporary model, share a commonality. She said, "I am an albino," in a post on her Instagram page. She has a genetic issue that causes her to be naturally pigment-free, which is why she has such a distinctive appearance. Rain Dove. President Barack Obama is interested in seeing some people because they are so extraordinary and revolutionary. The model Rain Dove, who had the opportunity to do so at Capitol Pride in 2016, can proudly say that. Dove's androgynous appearance, which tends to offend some people, has made her a popular model for both male and female shows. Sometimes when castings look at me, I feel like they see some kind of token for their show. But you know what? I'll take it. She explained in an interview with Teen Vogue. "It's my goal to make sure that it's wildly successful, that they have me in their show." And Dove recognizes that this in turn makes room for more models in the future. Diandra Forest. According to the United Nations, Diandra Forest signed a modeling contract at the age of 18, becoming the first woman with albinism to sign a contract with a major modeling agency. Quite the accomplishment. However, Forest's youth made her vulnerable to some unsolicited advice from others. In an interview with Glamour, she said, "I was going to other countries and going into agencies, and then there would be those reactions. We get you, but don't even worry about it. You're beautiful." Alec Weck. Alec Weck, known for her signature gap-toothed smile and stunning dark skin, has been a fashion model for more than 20 years. Weck, who was born in South Sudan, has appeared on the catwalks of many fashion houses such as Givenchy, Chanel, Marc Jacobs, Gucci, and Yves Saint Laurent. The seasoned model continues to steal the show wherever she goes, demonstrating that her career is far from over. Weck has been making waves on the runway for a while, but it wasn't until she was in her 40s and featured on her first solo magazine cover, Vogue in Ukraine, in 2018. She blames this on changing standards of beauty. Daphne Self. Although everyone matures, not everyone is aware of how their physical appearance changes with age. However, Daphne Self, a model, is living proof that getting older doesn't equate to losing beauty. In 2015, Self entered the industry once more when she signed with OPSM for a modeling campaign. She has since collaborated with British Vogue and Dolce & Gabbana. In a field where cosmetic surgery is very competitive, Self's refusal to get it done is well known. "It is something that just has never occurred to me," she revealed in an interview with Vogue. Self, who at the time of the interview was in her 80s, continued, "I'm going to age like everyone naturally does, so I might as well get on with it, rather than trying to prevent the inevitable. I'm too busy enjoying life and having my next adventure." Marquita Pring. Marquita Pring, an IMG model, is a seductively beautiful figure in the plus-size fashion sector. She has certainly benefited from her complexion, deep brown eyes, appealing curves, and endearing smile as she walked the runways for a number of fashion designers, including Christian Siriano, Prabal Gurung, and Tommy Hilfiger. Pring has witnessed firsthand the expansion of people's horizons and the influence of social media. Where for so many years we've only been able to see images that the media or retailers are showing us, now we've entered a new era of speaking up for ourselves instead of just taking whatever is given to us, she told Elle in a recent interview. Women are embracing their bodies more, loving themselves more, and in turn putting it out there more. It's also about time. What did you think about our list? Let us know in the comments, and we hope you have a great day. Peace.